I want to take a minute this morning and share with you how I learned to love unlovable people. I know that each of us in our life probably have some person or many that are really hard to love. And at one time, my son was one of those because he was an addict. And it just seemed like I was always picking on him, telling him he needed a haircut, all these things that I was explaining. But every time that we got together, I could just feel the tension because I was nagging and picking on him. I couldn't understand addiction. I didn't know what was going on. And out of my own selfishness and frustration and lack of knowledge, I was just that backbiter all the time to him. I was writing my devotional book, and the Lord gave me this, and I hope that will help you too. At this moment, I was writing a book called Love is Everything. And not a book, but a chapter. In this chapter, the Lord really showed me as I could just imagine my son standing in front of me and right hung onto him. I could just imagine these incredible talons with this just demonic force just sitting upon him, enjoying every moment of me pushing him away. And at that moment, I thought to myself, you know what? I don't know your name, demon. Maybe it's the demonic demon of addiction, but I'm going to starve you to death because I'm going to love my son through all that you're making me see about him. I'm not going to love you. I'm going to love through you, and I'm going to love my son. Sometimes people hurt us. Sometimes we don't understand their behavior. Sometimes things feel impossible. But if we could ever look through whatever is, or the actions or behavior of that person, and know that it's not the person, what has a hold of that person. The other thing God gave me was, if I changed my position and I got on my knees, and in my mind I began to mentally wash that person's feet, looking at how hard and calloused and the rough surface that they had walked on, the shape of their shoes, I changed my position because when I kneeled to wash their feet, I began to look up at them and not down at them. So today I challenge you, for the people that are difficult to love through them. Don't give the enemy that ground. Starve the enemy to death by loving people, by washing their feet, by changing your perspective, by looking up at them instead of down at them. Just to seek that understanding, but to do what God has commanded us to do, which is to love all.